What's up, guys? We got a great video from Getting Right.
Out here. Maybe a month ago.
Yes, ma'am. I was
the same issue with the guy. This time, he put it in my face and put it to my chin. We had a conversation. I asked him what time could he be here tomorrow, because we agreed to sign the divorce papers. He said 3.
But this time, you come and you knock me upside my head. When I get back, grab the gun, push her back like this. When I push her back, you gonna carry on. No, I got you, and you dialed in 911, and you gonna look back talking about I point the gun at you and all type of stuff. Like I don't point no gun. I own firearms. I have a lot of firearms. I know not to brandish a gun at anybody.
Guys, in this video, we're gonna show another cautionary tale why it is super dangerous to be going through a divorce and still living with that person under the same roof. Let's get right into it.
Diving into a shocking case where officers were called to a home after a heated argument between a couple took a terrifying turn. What started as a discussion about divorce papers quickly escalated into a situation that almost became deadly. Infidelity played a significant role in this story, and things got so out of hand that the woman involved had to call 911, claiming that her soon-to-be ex-husband pulled a gun on her when she asked him to sign the divorce papers. Here's how it all went down.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
All right. Who are you? And how you feeling?
I'm the sister. She's upstairs.
Okay, give me just a second. How you doing, ma'am?
138. This is Miss. So she served him with the divorce paperwork, which is the paperwork over there.
Okay.
He was in the chair. They start discussing it. He hops up, sticks the barrel to the underside of her chin and says, quote, "I don't hit women. You want to take me from my kids. You will leave here before I leave here."
Let me ask you, when y'all were having this conversation, where was the weapon located?
I didn't see it. The weapon, I didn't see it until he jumped up.
When he jumped up, where did he pull it from? Was it under the bed or under the cover?
No, nothing was under the bed. We were over by that chair.
Okay.
And when he jumped up is when I saw the gun. I didn't even see him reach for it. I don't know where it came from. But he was over there. I do remember he had a pair of navy blue pants that was sitting in front of him.
Now this is going on over here. And this is the work. Well, I see it. That's got to be them there. Okay. Has he had any idea of anything or?
The divorce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's nothing that's new to him.
This isn't new.
Is this
just,
divorce from the previous incident?
Yeah.
Enforcement officers were called to this home multiple times within a month, each time regarding their divorce. The situation became more confrontational with each visit.
He'll be here at 3 o'clock tomorrow to sign the papers because he agreed to sign. And he said, yeah. I said, well, I got them in my email. He said, well, print them out. I went downstairs to get the print, and I printed them out. I gave him everything. We argued back and forth about what's in there. I told him I don't want anything from him. Everything that's financed in my name, including the debt, I'll take it all. You take everything with your name, I'm done. That wasn't good enough. We kept arguing back and forth. And then he said, why did you hit me? That's assault. Like out of the blue.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't touch you. He said, you just flipped me over in the chair. I said, yeah, right, I did. I did flip you over in the chair. Maybe he baited me into it or whatever, but that's what I said. We argued, a lot of curse words, back and forth. And then he jumps up and said, put the gun right here.
Which, do you mind looking up real quick? So, can you look up higher? So there's that mark right there. And right there.
Have you already taken any pictures?
I got out on body camera. Because I didn't have my phone on me at the time.
Okay. You got it on you now?
Yeah.
If you got it on, go ahead and snap a few of those so I know it'll show it better than this camera. Right.
That was him bumping. That was my sergeant bumping into something. If you need to text your dad, hey, I'm okay now.
I talked to him.
You did?
Yeah, he called like 5,000 times, but I told him, I'm okay, the police are here. And he was like, where are you? I'm still upstairs because I can't go downstairs. I know better than that.
I just, considering what you yelled while your dad was on the phone, I want you to let him know you're okay.
I did. He really, and my mom, are you okay? I'm okay. She's really upset. I made a horrible mistake by asking him to help us move in here. That's what escalated that stuff, the last incident. I went out of town.
I remember.
He brought his stuff in here.
You went up to Myrtle Beach?
Hilton Head.
Hilton Head.
And I keep falling for the trap. Why would you want to be here and torment me?
Well, you're not falling for it anymore because you got the paperwork right over there.
And that's, yeah.
Now, with everything that's going on, do you two have any kids?
No.
Makes it a heck of a lot easier.
Okay.
Get a restraining order for when it's done and over with.
My dad told me, yeah. He said that's enough. Because he said even with him, even if he had no intentions, it could have went off and you could have been gone.
Uh-huh.
After a few minutes of questioning by field officers, a detective would soon arrive to get to the bottom of what really happened.
And good thing that this was a female detective who came and did an interview with her, because that male cop right there seems like he was believing her story. But we all know that women can spot out other women's lies faster than a man can.
And just to be clear, so far we've only heard one side of a story. We've not heard from the man's side of a story to corroborate whatever she's saying. So maybe the detective will be able to get her side of a story and the guy's side of a story to be able to corroborate, to know who's telling lies and who's telling the truth. Or maybe whether both of them are lying. You know, like they are equipped, they have the skills to be able to do that. So far we've just heard from her and her crocodile tears. If they are crocodile tears or they are for real, you know. But in most cases this always happens. So yeah, but it's sad that people go through all this, you know. And to some extent can just make most of the men to never want to commit even. You know?
Tell me what's going on this evening.
I gave my husband some divorce papers.
Okay.
As soon as I got the email, I asked him could he be here tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we both signed them. He said, that's fine. As soon as you get them, I'll sign them. I said, well, I have them in the email. I'll print them. I went downstairs to get that printer, and I printed them. I gave them to him, and we just started arguing from there.
So was he here already when you told him? Okay.
Yeah, it was.
But to sum this video up, the female detective listened to the lady's story and then she went to listen to the man's story.
Are you there? What's your name, love? Mr. Carrington, tell me what's going on this evening.
This is what happened. Me and my wife have been going through it. If I could start from the beginning, I could start from the beginning. There had infidelity involved in this. And it was on my part because my wife was partnering. And I was sure partnering. I ended up sleeping with my best friend.
Okay.
I slept with my best friend, a child was involved. Although she had a boyfriend. I was telling everybody when she found out she was pregnant, telling everybody the child wasn't mine. But I didn't want to believe that. So we let this drag on for about 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Although she wanted proof. So just so happened, my detective came to the house. And when he came to the house, that was the last straw. I said, you know what, let me take my happy tail down. Then I went down to the courthouse, and I got myself swabbed. Come back, child is not mine.
Okay.
So after that, it got worse because I have proof now that the child is not mine. What happened, her friend, how she was finding out, my best friend was talking all type of smack because my best friend literally knows her first cousin.
Okay.
So that's how they kept, and she said, they kept going back and forth. And she said, in today's, like this present time, she still keep hearing about it. So
For one thing right there, this couple here had a lot of drama going on in their relationship. Sometimes when infidelity was in play, a simple conversation can end up becoming confrontational.
We started bickering, started arguing. She got over it. It was fine for a good little while. Then it's going back up again, talking about the same thing again. So then we started talking about divorce and started talking about separation and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, and I said, well, I have a $300 charger inside there. When I said that, she said, well, this is about my prescription cost $900 and this like that. Well, I got the papers right now. We could go ahead and run me my divorce and stuff like that. Why the hell you holding on? You need to get the fuck out my house and stuff. Excuse the French. Well,
No, you're fine.
you need to get the fuck out my house. I said, listen, I want this divorce just like how you want this divorce. I'm not holding on to a damn thing. I don't know why you want people to believe that I'm holding on to something. You have what man that have outside here? You telling me that your baby daddy wants you. He been back and forth in my house. That's what you're telling me. You been back and forth in my house. He swipe a card. He pay for your rims. I washing a truck out here the other day. You telling me I should be washing your truck. I say if he bought them rims, he should be washing that car.
Yeah.
That's what I said. But no, well, nobody don't believe she get up.
Yeah, so if I get this right, so this man had cheated on his current wife and with the best friend. And then he was made to believe that he had fathered a child. 5 years later, he finds out that that's not his kid. But guess what? The wife kept on hanging that over him, the cheating over him. And they were always going through problems. Why? Because of the woman that lied, the best friend that lied to him that it was your kid. She kept on talking about him to the cousin to his wife. And now he's just reviewing that the wife, apparently she has, I don't know if it's a child or kid, like children. I don't know how many they are. Okay, let's assume she has a child. And then the baby daddy at times comes through. He comes to the house and he's bought her some rims for the truck and all that. So in short, like, it's like she's, of course, maybe she's in communication with the father of the child, but like maybe it could be more from how he's sounding like and the way it's coming out.
Right, because she ain't that type. My wife is very intelligent. Right? So what I did, when she cut my phone off, my mama turned the cell phone on for me. So what I did, I put record and I had it sitting down here. So all that time there's bickering upstairs, I had the phone recording. She's talking about she people hurt me, she had people take niggas off, she been keeping people away from me. She want to find me killed dead somewhere. And all this time, pushing me in my head, hitting me in my head, pushing me in my head. Nobody believes she do that. When I stand up and read in her face, but every time I sit down, I sit down just like this. She'll come in my face, she hand me the papers, politely, she hand me the papers, I was reading the papers. I say, well, the papers that you hand me, all I need to do is get somebody to review it.
Yeah.
And I'll sign wherever. Well, I just need somebody to review it, because I ain't a lawyer, I don't know what the hell I sign it for.
Yeah.
My friend that's sitting on that car there, that girl, that's what she do. She would help my wife bend the law in any which way she could. That's a fact. I've seen it done, and I know it could be done. Nobody can go tell me no different. So I told her I need to have a professional look at this. And why the hell I said that? It escalated from them real bad. Now I was an idiot. I didn't know how to read and stuff like that. I can't just sign the papers. No, I holding on. Why want I holding on? I ain't holding on to nothing. I just don't want to be an idiot and sign nothing. I'm not no lawyer. Pushing me in my head. Nobody believes she do that.
That's interesting. So she be putting hands on him, pointing and pushing at his head. And also, he didn't want to sign the divorce papers right away because he needed a attorney to look them over. Yeah, any man would do that.
It's just like how she have kids. Her thing is she stuck in the house, all this glamour and stuff like that.
So it's just like another document that you are signing. You have to know what you are signing for, or else you end up signing your life away. You don't just sign stuff. In workplaces, at home, business dealings, whatever contracts you have on, be it a lease, you have to know the implications. What are the implications if I breach this contract? What are the implications of ABC? You have to know. So if you are not equipped or to be able to understand or interpret a contract, you have to hire an attorney. You have to have a lawyer look at, and then they advise you on whether it's a good or bad deal. Because she could put some things in that divorce, and then the man ends up signing all his entire stuff. So I think it's only fair that you allow somebody, or you give them 48 hours at most, minimum of 48 hours. Or you know what, you can go through. I've given you 48 hours, and then maybe after 48 hours, if you've gone through or you've consulted, and let's come and sign. I think it's fair. If that is done, you can just print out papers and then throw them to the man's face and to have him sign. What is he signing for? He wants to look at the papers. You are the one that's brought those papers. If it's him who brought the papers, you have no issue signing them. Or if it was his lawyer that drew up those papers, you have no issue signing them. But the issue is that he can't trust you, and you can't have it. You feel like he's holding on, he's dragging it on, like, here, I've printed the papers, you should sign them. And she kept on, he's saying she kept on pushing his head. Like, was she trying to set him off? What was the objective here? Was it to try to set him off? And do you think this man did well under the circumstance? Because some people would go off like that,
Like that, she studied. I'm not studying that. I'm studying a quiet life, comfortable life. That's all I is. I guess like this every single day. I work on engines. That's what I do, right? So it's pretty much we arguing. We kept putting him in my face, hit him in my face. All this time, I always keep a firearm on me. Yeah. I have my gun in my back. You grab the chair, flip the chair over. I have my back, gun on the ground. I took the gun. I got up. I said, "You assaulted me. You know that, right?" She was like, "Fuck that shit." I said, "All right." I said, that's called an assault. She don't care nothing about that. I got up, flipped the chair back over. That's my motherfucking chair. I flipped the chair back over, stick the gun below my seat, my leg, and I stick it right here, and I sat down right here. So the whole time we bickering back and forth. All this time I sitting down, we talking in my face, coming back, going forward in my face, going back, going forward in my face. And while you're walking off you, and she telling me, "Don't hit no woman." I say the biggest thing they go find out is that they go be doing you want to size up to a man, and there's no comparison. If I start hitting you, I ain't gonna stop, right? Yeah. People, all they go see is a man hitting a woman. That's all people go see. I ain't no fool. I'm not no idiot. I don't hit women. I'll hit a man. If a man hit me, I'll hit him back. If a woman hit me intentionally, hit me, I will hit her back. That's a fact, right? But I don't hit no woman to say that, oh, I'm no abusive man. I don't do no shit like that. I run from stuff like that, right? It's too easy to run and go find another woman. It's real easy in this country, right? But when she do that, I guess she noticed I was recorded.
Yeah.
You didn't care nothing about that. You brought the other papers over. You're saying that, oh, it's a mistake in the affidavit, I guess, for the property. So you wanted to get corrected and hand it back to me. So when you hand it back to me, they escalated from there. We started arguing, and then you come up in my face again, and you start cussing, carrying on. And this time you went up in my face and you pushed me on my lip. So when I stand up, we arguing back and forth. And you breeze off, you sit down and talk about hit you just a little bit and stuff like that. So I sit my happy tail down, right? So that time, call her daddy on the phone. When I call her daddy, she called my parents first, calling my dad on the phone. So I called my dad back and I said, "You just got a call?" And I explained to him what happened. I told him I had a recording and everything was happening. And while she was there, she was saying that, oh, I was hitting her and she was in fear for her life going on. They'll never hear me say nothing bad. She calling my mama a fat hoe and all type of stuff like that. You'll never hear me say one thing bad about her parents. Never do it. So in the midst of that now, when you're arguing back and forth, this time you come and you knock me upside my head. When I get back, I'm gonna push her back like this. When I push her back, you go and carry on. No, I got you, and you dial in 911, and you go and look back talking about I point the gun at you and all type of stuff. Like I don't point no gun. I own firearms. I have a lot of firearms. I know not to brandish a gun at anybody, right? You brandish a gun, purposely brandish a gun, your ass going to jail. That's all to it, right? You can't. You're not supposed to do it. Pistol. The barrel was like that. The stock was like this. When I grab it, I did like push her back like this.
Yeah.
I stand up. She gone dialing 911 and she went back in the back talking, calling her dad and calling whoever. That's why her son come up here belligerent, talking about he want to fight. I pull a pistol on your mama. Boy, I ain't pull no pistol on your mama. Boy, I ain't that type of person. Right? I ain't the type of person. But I know idiot. I think before you go, I think I go force somebody to make that decision for me, to put me away for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I can't. I would not let a person like that do that to me. Right? I have two children, a 20-year-old and a 18-year-old now, a little girl. Right? Why would I let her take away from my children that who I love? My children don't live with me. You know why they don't live with me? Because they don't mess with her like that. Right?
Okay.
Mama helped me raise them. I the only mama they know. Right? I took them away from their mama when they was babies. That's what I did. Because their mama never helped me raise them. They didn't do nothing for them.
Yeah.
So how could I provide a better life?
Okay, so the man, is confirmed here that he has two grown kids. And they don't live with him, with the current wife, because there is no relationship between the two kids and herself. So I think I appreciate, and I'm sure the detective appreciated his side of the story. So you can see that you have to listen more, especially to somebody that's telling you like what really went on. So notice the difference here. When the woman was telling the story, she was responding to questions. She wasn't telling it like it was. Maybe you start from the beginning, what happened until the end. So there is a lot of gaps in between. So now I think maybe I would look at his story and her story, and I see a lot of gaps in a woman's story. I will have more questions to the woman than the man here. I don't know, maybe if you're able to draw that conclusion, guys, on your end. Like, are you, because like the thing with this is there's less follow-up questions on his side than on our side. But why do you think that is? Somebody has told you what transpired and you have a lot of follow-up questions. And when the other party tells you so what happened, you have less follow-up questions. Who do you think you're gonna believe at the end of the day? I'm just saying.
Could have provided a better life. So I had them with me. When we moved here, the other house, they never moved because I was uncomfortable, because I was one-sided. Mm-hmm. Now when you're telling me that you had this man and that man in the house, how am I supposed to feel? You telling me you want me to come in our house? You telling me I have no say-so? Why would I come in a house and pay bills and I have no say-so in here?
Yeah.
Right? You literally believe. Now mind you, that your sister at the end of the day, you do anything for your sister. We move in a brand new house. When your sister move in the house, you tell me to shut my mouth, I have no say-so. Then you telling me that, I need to pay, you telling me how much your mortgage is, $2,000. The very next day, you telling me you want the very next day, we move in the house, you telling me you need $2,000 to pay the mortgage on the house. I told her she must be mad. If she think she dealing with a fool, I ain't no fool. I might talk kind of crazy, but I ain't crazy.
Yeah.
She always think I'm bipolar. I ain't bipolar. Let me tell you exactly what I do. When my wife like to send me scrolls of texts, I don't read. Anytime it starts off negative, I don't never read it. Never read it. I put it to the side and I walk back in the room and just swear up and down like crazy. But my attitude will be the same because I don't never read the negative stuff. So she'll think I'm crazy. What wrong with me? Why I acting like that? She just cussed me out on a text. And how I acting like, hey, you want to go get some hey, what are you doing? And I'm laughing and stuff like shit. And she couldn't figure it out for years. She couldn't figure it out. But that's what I did. And that's what I've been doing. Right? Why is she thinking that I holding on? I don't want to hold on. I just want to make sure that everything right in them papers, because everything is black and white at the end of the day. Yes. I need to make sure everything right in them papers before I sign anything. I'll be glad to sign the papers right now if one of y'all look at them papers and say, hey, Jason, boy, I think you're getting a good deal here, boy. You watch me sign that paper so damn fast, jump in my truck, I get the fuck out of here. I don't want nothing here. I don't want nothing I could build. These things I have right here, they're marvelous. You see this brain right here I have? It's marvelous. She know that. Yeah. She know that. I'm very intelligent. I'm very simple person, right? And I could do for myself. I would not do for a woman that only care about herself.
Guys, I can guarantee you this female detective is just as invested in this story as we are. This female detective is loving her job right now because she's loving the fact that she's talking to a man who is communicating his feelings at full capacity right now. This man is a great communicator and she loves his storytelling.
On my birthday, you watch me and tell me 3, 4 birthdays pass by. You give me anything for my birthday? Nothing. So I'll let you see what it feel like to get nothing for your birthday. No, you're telling me on the anniversary was yesterday. Why would we have an anniversary? Why would I even buy something for a person that we getting served? Them papers been drawn up now. But we started an argument over not getting nothing for anniversary.
Yeah.
Right? So why?
Oh man.
Why? That ain't make no sense. I said we getting a divorce. We worrying about anniversary for? Let me get this paperwork done. Go.
I really can't believe it. Like, somebody's trying to divorce you and they're reminding you that yesterday was our anniversary. What do you want? You want my money? What do you want? So she wants his money. She wants him to pay for mortgage, and she wants presents for birthday. She wants presents for anniversary. But what's the point of celebrating anniversary when you're trying to divorce? Oh, guess what? The financial aspect. She wants some presents and some money for anniversary, despite her divorcing the guy. I don't know what side of the brain that she's thinking from. Do women at times in this situation put themselves in the shoes of a man to say, okay, how is he feeling? How is he dealing with this? She processed it already before she decided to divorce him, to drop the papers that we're gonna divorce. She had time to process that and she decided that she was going to divorce him. That man hasn't had time to process the divorce, and you see what he's saying here. She knows that he's bipolar, but she sends him bad stuff, and he's demonstrated how he's been able to deal with her negativity. For him to continue being sane, for him to continue being normal, for him to continue being reasonable towards her. And from the story, what she was saying, like, that she was poking his head, whatever, was she trying to set him off? You know, you can ask yourself such questions because you can never understand, like, okay, what's the objective here? Is it to set him off so that he reacts? But the problem with that is, are you going to limit how much you react towards you? Are you going to have control how you react towards you? You won't. What if he loses it? I think from the man point of view, we always know that at times you don't just start setting people off, because we always know the implications, like, okay, what if my friend here, or my male friend here, or the other guy that maybe I'm chilling with, or the people that are around me, what if he is set off? What is he going to do? Will I be able to control how he reacts towards me? No. Will I be able to defend myself? Definitely no. So why do it?
Separate ways you could be with whoever. You telling me this with your baby daddy don't care. You gonna have me killed and all type of stuff like that. Your baby daddy been in the house and he don't care nothing about me. I don't care nothing about that. You got belligerent when I tell you to call him my cat, calling my children a bastard. All I did was correct you on what a bastard is.
Yeah.
A bastard is a man having a woman and a man having a child with a married fucking man. And that's what the fuck you did. You had a child with a married man.
Yeah.
My children was conceived. Me and the children mother was together, and we was living together at that time.
Yeah.
When both my children was conceived, they ain't no bastard, right? You got belligerent because I corrected you, right? It's the truth. Truth that's hurt like hell. Lord knows that's hurt like hell. I just try not to hurt her. I try not to tell her anything. to hurt her feelings because I know how much people hate her ass. She had this thing about her where people love her, right? And the same people that love her is the ones that hate the hell out her, right?
So the recording you have, do you mind if I listen to it?
Yeah.
Mad? I ain't mad at all. Mad? Far from mad. Nope, not mad. Nope, I ain't have a mad bone in my body.
You mad?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, fuck, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Because you could have signed this shit a long
The fuck, I'm not. I ain't mad.
You could have
Mad for what?
You needed to do.
I ain't mad at all.
You could have got rid of me a long time ago. That's all you had to say. You didn't want to be with a bitch. That's it.
Shit, you talking about
Nobody
mad?
begging your punk ass to stay. Shit. I'm going to make more money without you. I don't give a fuck.
The fuck you need?
If your black ass...
I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody the fuck out. You choke your motherfucker. Motherfucker, eat a slicker, bitch. What's wrong with you? What the fuck you do? Eat a motherfucking slicker and die.
I ain't bitch. Because guess what? A bitch getting better because a nigga pay. Because a nigga pay for her shit.
Go ahead.
Fuck ass.
You.
Fuck you and your mom and everybody else.
Yeah, that's what you can do. But cuss about people's mama. I have too much respect for your mama to cuss about her. Yeah. Talking about you cussing my children. Then you want to call my children bastards and all type of shit like that. I ain't called yours a bastard. You called my child a bastard. You call my child a fucking bastard, and I correct you of what the bastard is. That's what it is. Yeah, that what the fuck. You can say what the fuck ever you want. Ain't nobody care what you should say.
Why you mad? You mad?
Nope, I ain't mad.
Divorce
not
my
mad.
boy's fat ass.
Not mad.
Divorce my raggedy ass.
You think you say you get 1,500 and dick? I don't give a damn. Niggas fucking from now to next year. I don't care.
I hope you hurry and goddamn do some more shit for a bitch. Cause the motherfucker that's sleeping in my house ain't doing a motherfucking thing.
That's what's up.
Talking shit. Sorry. I hope I get 4 niggas this summer.
That's what the hell should happen.
Whoa. Anything. That's what that means. It's resolved. We agree to go about our separate ways. Anything that's financed in my name, I'm responsible for the debt. I'm responsible for the tax debt. I'm taking all the hits. I'm taking all the hits.
Taking all the hits.
You damn right.
No.
My whole ass taking all the hits.
No.
What did you take? Because you ain't paying off none of these fucking credit cards. You ain't paying for none of this shit. You ain't paying the SBA loan back for my business. None of that shit. You ain't paying none of that shit.
According to you, never got no SBA loan.
Well, I sure had to apply for one. I sure had to apply for one. Because your ass ain't giving me no goddamn money to pay for these tags and shit. I sat there and cried and told you when I was transferring them tags over from that boy name into mine, you ain't say, here go $50. You told me you helped me pay the taxes back for me trying to get in this house. I've been paying that. $309 a fucking month. You ain't helped me do that shit. You ain't helped me do nothing. I'll buy you a car. You ain't helped me do that. You pulled up in the fucking driveway with a fucking Dodge Ram, but you ain't helped me get a car.
She's a nasty woman too. You see how fake she was to the cops when the cops came, but look how she really was behind the scenes.
Motherfucking brother.
Okay. As a matter of fact, let me call your mom and come get you. For your ass to die tonight.
You ain't gonna do that.
I'm not gonna do it.
No, you ain't gonna call my mama. You ain't call my mama with no bullshit. We like to be calling people parents with some fucking bullshit. Nigga, what you need to do is go out and call your daddy if you want to call somebody. This girl is lying. No, she's saying that I put my hands on her, and she calling, I guess, her dad on the phone, saying I put my hands on her.
You don't want to come to the phone.
Thank the Lord for recording.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not dealing with that. You can just walk out the room. I want him out. He can deal with the police.
Call the police.
Call my dad.
Call 911. That's what you do.
He said that's a shame.
Call 911.
Your daddy said that's a shame. Your own dad. He said, that's a shame. I'm sorry you got to deal with that. Your daddy. Your own daddy. Ain't never want to get involved and talk to your ass. That's why we in a situation. You ain't got no support.
Can you do me a favor and send those to me?
I don't know how to do that.
So
You could do it. You could go try it if you want.
I'll show you. That way you know in the future. That way I can have a copy of them. All right. Give me just a minute, Mr. Carrington.
The detective has a couple more questions. Do you mind coming out and speaking with her real quick?
You remember what I said earlier, so you'll see that her story has a lot of gaps. There's a lot of follow-up questions. On his end, his stories, they are tied. There are no follow-up questions. Maybe one or two, but on her end, I mean, she's going to ask a lot of questions.
We'll explain everything in a second, man.
Whoa.
So you asked about your charges. It's going to be one count of simple assault, DVA, and one count of simple battery, DVA. Going off the audio is how we determine that had she not done what she did, he would not have done what he did. Because you could hear what she stated, you could hear what was being done. So, unfortunately, with what she did, that resulted in him.
Ooh, sweet justice. Sweet justice. Yes, lock her up. Can we get some justice out here for the men? Now, I am proud of this man for that. I'm glad he recorded this conversation. If he didn't record this conversation, he would probably be the innocent man sitting in jail behind another woman's lies. But much respect for this man here who kept his composure and did the right thing. And good thing that she got arrested so she would know in the future, don't be making no false claims or false police reports. And that's another charge they should have hit her with.